live in a really long time. A lot has happened. I had a grandmother pass away. Somebody in my family got diagnosed with something. I had, I thought I had COVID, but I didn't. I was really, really sick. I had my tooth crack in half and I had to get that replaced. So a lot has been happening with life. And now my kid has the flu. So yeah. Um, I just want to show you guys around the garden. So we're gonna start off where we usually always start off. So that will be right here. Alrighty, so we got our hosta coming back up from last year. These are actually really pretty. They lost their color because they got sun bleached, but they have like pink lights on them. Really nice. We have our daylilies here and some tulips popping in, some violets there, more daylilies. This is filled with tulips and daffodils in here. Daffodils, lilies, more tulips. Our first tulip in the backyard, lilies. I planted this daffodil. I forgot that I had planted a daffodil there. So when I planted the rose bush, and I'll let you guys know the name of the rose bush. I kept the name. Let me see. I don't want to prick myself trying to get the name for you guys. Oh, sorry. Can you guys see it? Maria Stern. So that's a Maria Stern. It's looking really good. Hosta's coming back again. And this is another rose. It is a Brindella purple. Here is all of my cuttings. I'm cutting everything into smaller pieces to then transfer into a garbage bag. I might put them in places where my soil is low. I have this rose bush almost died all the way to the bottom. I'm almost positive it was because of my pool this year. I mean, last year. Rose bush, rose bush. Everything looks really crazy right now. I have to put something in this planter because we have vines growing in there. We have another rose bush here. That is kale going to flower. My rose bush completely died here, which sucks. Some flowers going to pop up here. I need to put more soil in that. And let's make our way around. This, I forgot the name of it, but it's a medicinal plant. This is my milkweed. My milkweed is popping up in here really densely. It's looking good. These are more flowers. I have to add more soil in them. My blueberry patch is coming in. We have some blueberries that are going to form. Another blueberry. Another blueberry. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 blueberries in this patch. This is my oregano right here. Lavender. More lavender here. Some flowers that are already spent. That was a daffodils, and that was I forgot the name of it. I think I'm gonna plant some peppers here. This is my purple asparagus patch. You can't really see anything in it. I gotta fix the gates. I don't even know where that plastic bag came from. This is all collards. All collards that I'm trying not to let go to seed so I can make them like perennial. My chicken's eating. I gotta clean that up as well. These are all of the from my last year's video. Hello? Alrighty. So this is a apricot tree that is used more for like landscaping. I guess I'm just gonna graft onto it. I just wanted a apricot tree. It might produce an edible, delicious plant. It might not. More than likely, it won't. I have to cut this vine because it's really big. Hello to the one person here. This is some raspberries popping up. Um, more raspberry, more raspberry. This is all lemon balm. More lemon balm right there. My Jean gooseberry is letting off little fruits. So that's freaking awesome. I'm really happy with that. My first fruit. This is my Josta berry. My Josta berry is also letting off some fruit. See, look here, right there. That is a Jean gooseberry. That is like it tipped over. I think last year I placed it like this on purpose, to be honest, and it is starting to root. So that's good. I didn't know how easily they could self root themselves, but that's really good. This is another Josta berry right here. My little pomegranate. You guys see it? It's waking back up. right there. You can see it. So I'm really happy about that because I thought it had died. Happy I didn't rip it out because it's starting to wake back up. Um, this is a Jean Gooseberry as well. This is my strawberry patch. I've been weeding it a lot, trying to take this out. I'm not sure what this is. I think it might be mugwort. I'm not sure. But look at all of the flowers, flowers, flowers. The strawberry patch is looking good. I've been trying to take as much of the mugwort as I can, and I'm just only leaving the violets in here. The violets are popping out really yellowish, so I'm assuming the soil needs some vitamins. Because the strawberries are looking good, but that invasive is, I don't know if it's invasive, but it runs rampant in my garden. And it's very yellow, so it's making me question why. That is my goji berry. Woke back up. It's doing good. Doing real well. I made this. This is my raspberry patch. It's supposed to be viewed from the other side, but I just wanted to show you guys what I did. I had a spare gate, so I like put it up. I tied it to this other piece of gate that I had, because that gate over there, see this gate here, this gate right here also came along with that gate. So I put one gate over here with these kiwi berries, and they're growing up the kiwi berry, and when they get up to the top, then I like string them back down, so they're going up and down. But I put that pole there. It is pretty ghetto, I ain't even gonna lie, but I'm not mad at it, you know. It did what I needed to do. That's this here. Oh, look at a potato. I didn't plant potatoes. Potatoes are forever gonna grow in this because of that one time I planted a potato. More potato right here. This is my honeyberry, the first time I have any fruit sets. You guys see that? The first time I get any fruit sets on my honeyberries. And I think I had some in here. Look at how big that one is. Honeyberries. I guess I should tell you guys this is a berry blue and this is an indigo. Yeah, indigo gem. And then this is my grapevine, one of the four that I have. This one is just starting to wake up. This one is called a King of the North grapevine. I got it in honor of my great niece. Her name is Arya. They named her after Game of Thrones. So I got the King of the North grapevine in honor of her. I already showed you guys my kiwi berries. My kiwi berries, I have Ken's Red. And I also have the Isai, something like that. But that's the ones I have. I just take them and I wrap them around so that there's no pieces that are just up in the air. Here I planted a whole bunch of flowers, so next year flowers will pop up, like, because you see the path I made. So right there, there'll be flowers, and then the kiwi berries. Right here, flowers, then the honeyberries. Oh, look. That is a big one. Big. I like it. Picasso. Um, this is my Concord grape starting to wake up. As you can see, that's my Himrod grape. Definitely waking up. Over here, we have some of my pineapple mint. It's waking up. And then over here, we have apple mint starting to wake up. Concord grape doing its thing, growing up going up the ladder. Right here, we have my Lee jujube tree waking up. Always the last one to wake up. And then here we have wild mint that grows in my neighborhood that I have successfully gotten in my garden. And there we have another Jostaberry. So making our way this way, we have some kale going to flower. Kale flowers are supposed to taste really good. So, and then my peach tree hidden in this little bit of a mess is made some fruit. I'm really happy. Like, that one successfully did it. And so did this one. They're doing it. That is a blackberry. This is a raspberry. It's red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. So here I have irises and I have a field of cone flowers. I'm trying to suppress the cone flowers and let them bring more back to and grow more towards the gate, because the way that they're growing right now is into my path. So I keep having to come by and pull some cone flowers. Here's my sage, my one random piece of sage that made it. I used to have a big sage patch here. I'm going to have to replant it. Didn't make it through the winter this year, but that's okay. Um, so I have daylilies and irises and cone flowers here. In this little kiddie pool, I have a whole bunch of lemon balm, and I have a collard going to seed. This is a big old raspberry bush. I'm not controlling it. I'm just letting it do its thing. This, because I was trying to do more like guilds. So we have a tree, we have a bush area, and then we have things that lay lower to the floor, which is the kale. And then we see another raspberry. I'm gonna have to pull that raspberry. It's way too close to the tree. This is my Secco pear tree. As you can see, they're swelling. I'm going to get pears this year. Secco pear tree. Um, the cats are really killing me. This is what do you call it? These are two pawpaw trees. They were supposed to be stacked up a lot higher, but something came by and took all the soil off of them. So these are pawpaw trees that I have bought in the mail. They really aren't looking too well. I'm not even going to lie. So that's them. This is my little bird bath. This is my Rainier, my dwarf Rainier cherry tree. It's looking good. It has a lot of top growth. Looks good. Have some mint as my ground cover and some kale mid cover, and then raspberry will be like the big shrub. So those are my guilds I'm trying to build. And then we have also, I found some wild alliums and I planted them here. They usually aren't really good with being transferred, but they did well here. And look at how big they've gotten. So soon they'll let off seeds and they'll reseed themselves. Another raspberry plant, two raspberry plants right here. Over here we have our Italian dwarf plum tree. It's looking good. It has a lot of top growth. There's a raspberry growing here, and then we have kale, more kale. I need to find other things that are as a good low ground cover. Ooh, look at how long this vine came from. We gotta rip this out, guys. We gotta come back with our shears and cut this. Um, Over here we have a Santa Rosa plum tree. I'm not really sure what's happening with this plum tree. It has a lot of top growth though. See, new leaves. Um, I didn't really know too much when I bought this plum tree, and I know it's susceptible to a lot of things. So if it ever starts to give me trouble, I'm really and truthfully just gonna take it out of my garden, because I already have a plum tree, and this one is susceptible to a lot of diseases. Um, Over here, oh no, it fell. Over here, we have our pawpaw tree that is just starting to wake up right there. So pawpaw tree emerging, it's waking up. We have a kale next to it. And then right here, we have a raspberry. I had a pawpaw here and it died. So I'm going to take one of those pawpaw and I'm going to plant here and hopefully they'll do good as well. This is a honey crisp apple tree. It's doing good. This is a very young food forest. Um, and then we have kale. I do my best to try and keep all the weeds away from the base of the tree. So we have kale growing at the base of the tree. This is a Bartlett pear tree. We have kale going full flower. Wow, looking good. And then we have our little pawpaws that are, look at them, nice and awake. So they're waking up, they're doing their thing. Very proud of them. I'm a mother. I'm proud of my babies. And here is Another pawpaw tree that is waking up. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, there you go. So it's waking up. It's doing good. I'm proud. So the two pawpaw trees are waking up. Over here, my young fig tree, way more awake than my um more established fig tree over there. It's not even awake at all. This is awake. I'm assuming it's because of all the rocks it's around, so the heat helped it wake up a lot faster. Again, more raspberries here. Hello to everybody. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Outside, I have just some daffodils planted around. I have raspberry here. All of these raspberries are not something I really ever expect to get anything from. I want this to be more for neighbors and kids when they pass by, like, "Ooh, is that a raspberry growing from there?" And I want them to be able to pick some food. Here are my June berries about to come out. They're looking good. I'm letting all of the rootstock pop up because the rootstock tastes delicious. Over here, I don't see any. Wow, that's crazy. The whole tree this year, I don't see one piece of fruit, only from the rootstock. And the tree went to full flower this year. It completely flowered. It looked beautiful. I haven't looked up in the tree to pay attention to that, but I guess this is all the fruit that we're getting because let me look at this tree. This is also one. This one didn't, yeah, there's no fruit hanging on it either. That's so crazy. Maybe last year it let out a lot of fruit and it turned itself to a biennial, which means that it comes back like every other year with fruit, but I don't want it to do that. Here we have some plantain leaf, kale going to seed. Um, Thank you, I appreciate it. We have some of the daffodils that were here. The first year that the daylilies are gonna like give up flowers. I think that's gonna look so nice. Look at these, yay, yummy berries are gonna be there. I took a piece of the rootstock and I planted rootstock right here. I think I'm gonna take some and I'm gonna plant it inside of my yard as well, and I can grow it more like a bush. We have kale here that isn't going to flower because of the way that I pruned it. So, yeah, and bigger raspberry there. I didn't show you guys this one, but yeah, this one is here as well. What is that? I think those are gonna be little flowers. Yeah, it's already starting to produce its little flowers. Yummy for the children. Good. That's very good. So again, we got the fig tree right here, some raspberries, barlett pear tree, some kale going to flower, pawpaw trees underneath these chairs. Um, Honeycrisp apple tree, my sister's favorite apple. I need to get something to stake it up because as you see, it's like going that way because it's trying to chase the sun. But I want it to grow up straight, so I need to get a stick or something to hold it up. Oh, probably this. Probably like that with a zip tie, and that'll be fine. I'm going to take one of these pawpaw trees and I am going to just yeet it out of the ground. I'm not sure which one. Try and do it slowly. When they sent it, it had literally no type of that's rooting hormone on the bottom. It had no it's dead. Yeah, I think so. It had no roots. So they did send me my money back. So I'm not gonna say the place that sent me it because that was nice of them. I sent them a picture like, hey, there's no roots. That's the one root it has, and it's super finicky. I think this is a dud. Yeah, there's no way that's gonna make it. Sadly, but I'll leave it there right now. I was gonna replant it, but there ain't no roots. So we have right here again, we have our contender peach tree. It's gonna let out some peaches for the first time. I'm super happy. I've never had a peach from my own food forest before. Oh, look, they're starting to open up. So we're going to be getting some fruit. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm super happy. So this is Seco pear tree for anybody who just got here. Look at, they're starting to swell. So we're going to get some pears this year. I'm so happy. I have some irises here, some daylilies, a whole bunch of cone flowers. I don't know what type of cone flower that is. I honestly don't really care for it. I wish I could pick it out of my garden, but it's super invasive. I had a neighbor come here and plant it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you guys this. This is my hydrangea. It's a big white hydrangea. It's supposed to be really, really pretty. These are my strawberry patches. Just one more time again. Look, everything's looking very well. So yeah, that was really just what I wanted to show you guys. Oh wow, look at my elderberry. For anybody who remembers last year when I got my elderberry, oh we have last year when I got my elderberry, it was I think that big from right there to right there. And now it's this big, has 2, 3, 4, 5 trunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 trunks now. I forgot the name of my newest grape. I'm gonna put that in my next video, but it's supposed to taste like strawberries. Anybody has something? I love purple cornflower. She has great benefits. Purple cornflower? Is that what this is? Because I don't know what it is. It just grows like almost 7 feet tall and then it flops over. So that's honestly why I don't like it, because it just tends to, it doesn't stay up, which is why I'm trying to have it grow more towards the back of the gate so then I could like tie it to the gate. This is a flowering tree. I need to cut all the other trees down. There's so many trees growing. I hope this was a good update for you. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more videos. Right now, I'm actually cleaning the garden. So in my next video, all of this should be gone, and all those sticks up at the front are definitely going to be gone. Um, Everything in here is doing very well. You have a big garden. Yes, and I'm trying to make the most of it. I'm trying. I'm trying. I need to take the chickens. I want to take their coop and I want to move it to the other side to take all those leaves that built up from my sycamore tree. I have a sycamore tree. So anything that came from the sycamore tree, which is all of this, and then random things that, I live in New York, so random things just fly into my garden, sadly. Um, yeah, so I could push all of that in there, give them more of a better ground cover because, chickens love to dust bathe, so they have like a lot of indents inside of their soil. They're where they're supposed to lay their eggs. They took out all of the soil and they broke it down into there. So yeah, just gotta clean up and stuff like that. They got their water. I'm trying to perennialize these greens. Only one is doing well, and that is this one. So, and that one is doing okay as well. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully, I get the blueberries this year, and hopefully, you guys are there to watch. Oh, look it! Yay! Yay! I love these flowers. They're so dainty and pretty. But my fig tree is like starting to wake up. But you saw that other one? See, look, it's just starting to wake up. But that tree back there, that other fig tree is already awake. I need to cut down. Oh, look it. They're going to let out mulberries this year. Isn't that awesome? That's cool. So I guess, wow, the tree has been here for all these years, and this is the first year it's ever been where it's going to let out mulberries. Very interesting. So again, these are the flowers. I'm going to make this a really long video because now I'm going to take you guys to the candy cane house so you guys can see that garden, walking through my messy backyard to go to my other garden. Alrighty, guys, so we're headed to the candy cane backyard garden. We are leaving the food forest we're gonna look at um my garden that is on the hell path. I'm not sure what to call it, but here I'm growing some mint on the side of my house. Some daffodils, tulips, mint, and a couple of succulents were in there as well. So these are my front flowers. Yeah, they look so pretty. And over here I have a tomato plant, another tomato, another tomato, and another tomato. So we have 4 tomatoes in the front of the house. I planted this specifically for my neighbors. I'm sorry, the plane is passing. But I planted this specifically for my neighbors. The neighbor across the street really loved me growing out here last year. So I want people to, I want people to want to grow. I want people to eat fresh food. So if I got to plant, some tomatoes in the front to have my neighbors eating fresh food, I'll do that for them. Some of my spent flowers. Oh, a bee just passed by me. I had all of this filled with daffodils and tulips, but they're all down now. I mean, they're all done now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This all looked so beautiful. It really did. Everything is like, spent now, but we have a couple of flowers left. Looking good. One little bit of a tulip left. I mean, daffodil. Alrighty. And then my magnolia tree, I just found out because of the black forager on TikTok. I found out that wow, my gate. Let's fix this, right? I need a welder. I need a welder, or I need to become a welder because this broke. Um, my magnolia tree recently like started letting out little. The magnolia tree. It didn't let out any flowers this year. You can see this. They got frozen by the cold this year. We had a cold snap right when it was about to flower, and all of the flowers froze and then like slushed away. It was super sad. I was like, oh no. And this I had filled with flowers. I want this to be like a wildflower garden on the side. We have one daffodil left, but I want this all to be like wildflower around the tree, around everything, because the soil is very compacted there. So even when I was planting, like you could see a couple of daffodils off in the distance. It was really hard. The soil here is very compact, so I want to try and fix that. See, we have some more daffodils. It was really pretty. It was really pretty when it was up. Again, I apologize that you guys missed it, but alrighty. Now we are here. So cleaned up. If you were here, like when I was on TikTok and doing a lot of that stuff, already know how crazy it was looking, but it's looking a lot better now. So we have, I think we have 14 tomato plants. We have 2 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no! Oh no! Something ripped out our tomato plant, but it's okay. This is why people, when they ask me, how many times do you check your garden a day? Like probably twice a day, because random things like this happen. And that's just the life of a gardener. The other day I came and look, just like this. See? I was just about to say the other day I came and my cabbage was taken out of the ground, and I come back today and it is again. But it's okay. I bought some soil. I know everybody has their own feelings about what soils they like to use. I use what's affordable for me. Alrighty, so we put those back. So we're gonna start the count again. 1, 2, 3, because I missed the hole for some reason. I don't know what happened. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 tomatoes here and then 4 over there where we showed in the help path. So that is freaking 18 tomatoes. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 3 cabbages. Yeah, we have 3 cabbages. And I don't know what this is, but we're going to rip it out. We have 3 cabbages. We have onions, more onions. I have a whole bunch of onions. Anytime I want some onions, I just come and pick them. I know probably a lot of people are like, oh my God, mint. It's in the ground. It's taking over. I like it. I like that it's taking over. The mint right now is in full competition with the grass, and it's almost winning. Right here, it's freaking losing, but over there, it's winning. I like mint. If you were here last year, then you remember when I picked all of my mint and I gave it away to all of my neighbors. That was really, really nice. I enjoyed it. My neighbors enjoyed it. And it also got a lot of neighbors who didn't know that I'm like so into gardening. They were like, oh, wow, I didn't even know. So that was really nice. Here's my sage. My sage has never done this before. My sage is going to flower. So I'm almost positive. I mean, I think this side is going to make it. I think this side, after it goes to flower, it might die, but I'm not really sure. Fig tree, waking up. Fig tree already has figs. I'm baffled. This is called a Braba crop, which is your first crop of figs. I didn't think I was going to get a main crop of figs, but I am. Well, this is the first crop, not the main crop. I didn't think I was going to get this at all, but here I am. We have bees high as a kite just going in on these flowers, which is why I let them go to flower. Also, this specific brassica that I'm growing here is an unknown variety to me because I'm almost positive this is something I created on accident. It looks like a collard green, but has ridges of a kale. I think it is a cabbage collard kale. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to let it cross pollinate with the collards because I like the way it looks aesthetically. The way that it tastes is a little bit too kale for me. So hopefully if it crosses back with the collards, it'll get more of a collard taste. So science. Let's see if it works. Mint everywhere, mint everywhere. Collards going to flower. Sage going to flower. I need to cut down this. This was tulips. I mean daffodils that were going back here and they're done now. So yeah, this is basically everything. My apple tree did not. It gave what do you call it this year? I need to spray it down with something. It's getting curl leaf because the ants are farming. The ants are farming the little bugs in there. So ants farm those little bugs and then they eat them. So they let them climb up your tree. They let them get on your tree. They bring them to your tree, I think. I don't know. But you see all the curl leaf? I need to fix this. So I have to get some foliar sprays and I gotta fix this stuff ASAP. Like wow. Like you don't even want to open. I've never seen a leaf like that. I wonder what's in there. Oh look guys. That's why I didn't want to open. Feed that to my chickens. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. We have a self-sown sunflower right here. And yeah. Oh, look it. I actually have 4 cabbages. I didn't see that cabbage over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 cabbages. This is a mulberry tree. I'm trying to grow it as a dwarf mulberry tree. I don't know how it's really working, but I guess we'll see. If not, then I'm just going to yeet it out of the ground and take it out. But I let the trunk get really girthy, and then I cut the tree in half, and now it's like setting on a whole bunch of like, what do you call it, side shoots. So we'll see how that goes. There we go. Alrighty. This is my little succulent Buddha right here. I need to take some of these succulents out, and I need to look at. I like these a lot, and I need to transfer them over to my garden as well. I think they're really pretty. I'm gonna plant a lot of things over here. I have a seed tray. I have a seed tray in my house. I have sunflowers growing. I have watermelon, pumpkin, two different types of pumpkin, one that's an edible pumpkin and one that's more like a Halloween pumpkin that has warts on it and everything. I think that's going to be really awesome. Let's look at this is my mulberry tree. If you've been here a long time, you remember when my mulberry tree was very much an established tree and my neighbors were complaining. They wanted to fix their floor because they said that um their pavement was being lifted. It was. I looked. I cut my tree down. They never fixed it. So now I'm letting my tree go back because I mean, I already cut the tree. It was cut for 2 years. They didn't do anything. It was a very tasty, delicious fruit. So I'm gonna let it grow back. Oh, look at my cat. All right, kitty. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? This is my garden cat. It's my tenant who lives right there, where that door is down there. This is. He has her kittens. That's why her nips are out, because she just had some babies. She's a very good girl, right? Right, Muffin? So, I hope this was a nice, relaxing break for you guys in the middle of the video. Me just petting my cat. She's a good girl. Yes, she is. She's a very good girl. She wants a lot of attention right now. She's a good mama. No, I don't want to play. No. All right, well, we can play. Can I go back to my video? Can I go back to my video? All right. So that's my mulberry tree. Delicious, delicious mulberries on this tree. I don't see not one little berry on this tree. So I don't think we're going to get any fruit because these are what the fruit. Oh, yes, we are. Look, guys. You see them? We're going to get some mulberries this year, guys. Yeah, I'm really happy. I thought that I pruned it wrong because I know that the side pieces are what gives the fruit, like not the long stems. It's what's these. But I didn't think I was getting any. So right here, this is a red rose bush. Your classic red rose looks really good. Oh, look, we have one rose hip left still. Um, but yeah, this is a really nice rose. This is my favorite rose. It is a purple rose. It smells delicious. If I could let you guys smell it, I would. It smells great. I planted one little flower here. I cut back my flowering tree. This is a Sharon's heart of Sharon. I don't know, Sharon's rose, something like that. It's a flowering hibiscus looking type of flower. Really pretty. And then I also have one here that I cut back completely because it was looking crazy. Not completely, I just cut back a lot. Like it was up there and now it's here. So as you can see, it's starting to wake up. It's looking good. And then this is a fountain that I made because the fountain is cracked in the back and there's no really way that I could fix it. So I just put in some succulents and then every once in a while, every summer I come in and I take some house plants, a piece of the spider plant, and I put that in there because spider plant looks so nice. This is a red and yellow rose bush. It looks super beautiful. I love it. That is a pink rose bush. I finally killed off almost all of the ivy from my tree. And what my tree did when I cut back all of that ivy, like you can see ivy all over the floor, like little pieces of it. This tree, look at the amount of cones. It's never in my whole life let out this many cones before. And I'm almost positive it's because all of that energy that was being taken and sent. So you see down there, I have to cut down those vines because they're going to start growing back. But look at all that dryness. All that energy that was being used and taken up went into making itself fruitful again, which is amazing. They were pink and small last week. I think at that point you can like pickle them. I watched the Black Forager on TikTok and Instagram, and she had made a video when you could take them and you can pickle them. So maybe next year I'll try that. Here is a, what do you call it, rose bush? This is a rose that is a trellising rose. It's a pink trellising rose. I've been trying to trellis it across here so that it could look so much more bigger, like so much more wide. And it's working. Like This is one plant, look, right there, and then boom, I like have it trailing that way. And I'm gonna try and do the same with this one. Oop, my neighbors are arguing just a little bit, sorry. I hate this plant. It is like, it is the worst. Sticky weed, pokeweed. I hate it weed. It sticks, like a lot of people, it doesn't bother them. But for me, it actually sticks to my skin and it feels like it rips at my skin. Hydrangeas are waking up. If you guys remember too, you remember that my hydrangeas used to have a really hard time. I used to have a really hard time with flowering, with sucked. But this year it's doing really good. It's waking up, and it did it last year. Last year I was like, oh my god, my hydrangeas are hydrangeaing. So hopefully they hydrangea this year too, because it was super sad seeing everybody else's hydrangeas make it and not mine. Good, that's a really invasive vine, really invasive. Um, and this is a nice rose too. This is really, really pretty. I really enjoy having it. I want to throw some wildflowers in here too. So I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, thank you so much. That was so nice. Thank you. Oh, that was nice. One of my neighbors passed by and she was like, oh, every time I pass by, I say, God bless you to your grandmother and to your step grandfather because they both passed away. And everybody knew my grandma and my grandpa because they would always sit right there all day long, just, watching the block, watching everybody. So that was really, really nice. And I want to give a big shout out to yesterday. I got a ticket in front of my house because they said that it was dirty. There was stuff that just came in from a sanitation day, and I was super sad about it. And somebody rolled by and he was like, "Are you the flower girl?" And I was like, "What?" And he literally came all the way back. He was on a motorized bike. He was like, "Are you the flower girl?" And I'm like, "What?" He came back. He's like, "You're the flower girl." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." Because I planted. Anybody who doesn't know, I planted 5,000 flowers in my underprivileged neighborhood. And I make TikTok videos. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, I would highly suggest coming to TikTok. Pull up. My name is the Bronx Hippie on TikTok. If you want, also you can follow me on Instagram. I have one Instagram that is the Bronx Hippie, but I don't really use that too much anymore. So I would suggest following me at jalisa.ju, JALEESA.JUE, because my nickname is Juju. So follow me at jalisa.ju on Instagram if you want to watch my reels, and the Bronx Hippie on TikTok if you just want to see my whole journey on TikTok and my journey with the flowers. And I'm gonna, just because it's only 5 of us here, I'm gonna let you guys know a little secret. So the Bronx Times wants to run my story on what I did for my neighborhood, and I haven't told anybody about it yet. So you guys are the first to know, because I didn't want to, I don't know, I just didn't want to say anything. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of myself. And yeah, so shout out to me, shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys are proud of me because I'm proud of me too. Yeah, I'm gonna be making a lot more videos. I need to clean up my backyard so that I can keep making videos for you guys. Because besides the fact that I was super, thank you so much, thank you, Monica. Besides the fact that I was super sick, I had family members pass away. I had somebody in my family diagnosed with something like very severe. My son was sick. I lost a whole tooth. Okay, big congrats. Thank you. It's like a small paper, but I'm so happy. I'm like so proud of myself. I'm like, what, girl? I made it in a paper. Like, and they approached me, and it was really nice too because they came to me because the journalist, one of her friends watched my TikTok videos, and I thought that that was so nice, like, because she's a photographer herself. And I thought that that was just so nice that, somebody who's in a position to help somebody else, and they're like, yo, you have the, and what I was told was the girl was like, yo, you have to like share her story. And that's so beautiful. That was so nice because I really did it from a place of just wanting my neighborhood to look nice. I wanted us to have some pride, have something like, just because we're in a bad neighborhood doesn't mean we have to look at bad things all the time. We deserve nice things. We deserve flowers. We deserve all of that good stuff. So that was why I did it. And I'm just super happy to be getting a little recognition from it. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go now. Gonna go clean that yard. pick up all them sticks and everything. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for saying, congratulations and everything. And just I appreciate you guys for, wanting to even keep up with me at all. So thank you guys very much. Your support means so much to me if you guys really only knew. Yeah, and I'll be back with a whole lot more videos. I have a whole lot planned. Um, I feel like whenever I have a lot of things planned, stuff in life just happens, but I just need to keep on persevering and push through it. Can't stop. So you guys have a really good day, and I'm going to be back with a lot more videos. So